The Cleveland Browns welcomed a new member to the Union on Sunday night, Michael Dunn, making his first NFL start against the Pittsburgh Steelers unit that features T.J. Watt, Stephon Tuitt, and Cam Hayward. Number 90, 91, and 97. Those three players have 57 combined sacks in the last 2 years. And this Baker Mayfield's uniform was as clean at the end of the game as it was on this third play of the game, when Juice took this slant 40 yards to pay dirt for his longest catch of the season and his first touchdown in the postseason. The Union and the story of the Union is coming up next only in Baldy's Breakdowns.
Audio Jungle.
Hello everyone, this is Al Kabir, the analyst, and today I'll be talking the Cleveland Browns. Yes, the Cleveland Browns getting their first playoff win since 1994. But this is Al Kabir, the analyst. Salute to the Browns, man. Salute to the Browns. I know everybody's waiting for that epic choke. Didn't happen. The Steelers looked like they was coming back, and nope. That defense played extremely well, even without Denzel Ward. Just pick after pick after pick. I knew what type of game it was going to be once. I believe the first snap of the game, I could be wrong, was it the first snap of the game? Pouncey just snapped it over Big Ben's head, and it was a defensive touchdown from there. And from there on, they just ran the clinic. And speaking of history, I believe the Browns are the first team in playoff history to score 28 points in one quarter. 28 points in one quarter, and to me, second half, they got a little conservative. They was up by a lot. But, Nick Chubb did his thing, got the touchdown off the screen. Seemed like Baker Mayfield started to get cold. He felt the momentum for the Steelers, but then all of a sudden, Browns just snatched the momentum in. It went off, man. Salute to Baker Mayfield. He had a great day. He went for 263 yards, 3 touchdowns, no picks. Couldn't ask for more of that. He threw the ball just a little too much for me, 34 times, 21 out of 34. But all in all, like I said, that team is a running team. Once again, that team is a running team. Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt, all depends on how they play. And if they play well, they might scare some Kansas City Chiefs fans out there. I'm not saying they will win, but I'm saying they might scare some Kansas City Chiefs out there. I believe they got the running backs to keep the ball away from Patrick Mahomes. They could run the clock. You got a game manager and Baker Mayfield. If he don't make no mistakes or make no error throws, they can sneak and win that game. It's a new day, man. Speaking of new days, Juju Smith-Schuster, he said he had no regrets about his comments, and I'll take him as the guy that would take it back, but he has to admit, even if it's not out loud, that's not the same Browns. It's not the same Browns the Steelers been playing for years. It's a new day in Cleveland. We in a time where the Buffalo Bills are better than the Patriots, and the Cleveland Browns are better than the Steelers. And I told everybody, man, when the Steelers was 11-0, I'm like, they haven't really played anybody yet. Trust me, they will get exposed. First game they got exposed against Washington football team. I'm like, yo, they have no running game. They will not succeed without a running game. And look what happened. Because James Conner is so bad, whoever else they have is so bad. I mean, how much can you ask from a Big Ben? How much can you ask for him? You need a running game. You need it. But that don't excuse him for the game he had. Throwing 4 picks. It's a pretty ugly game. And to be honest, is Mike Tomlin on the clock? Is it time to get rid of Big Ben? Is it time to draft a quarterback? But that's another segment for another time. But let's get into the Cleveland Browns. Once again, making history. Proud of them. Said they was going to go to the playoffs. They did. I did not expect them to win, but they did. And hey, just keep proving people wrong. Hey, prove me wrong. I got the Chiefs winning, but a very close game. I don't think it's going to be a blowout or 14 points, 21 points. I think it's probably come down to probably 3 points to 7 points, probably a touchdown or something. But all in all, Cleveland did their thing. And the only reason I thought they would lose, because when they played, the Steelers backups week 17, I'm like, Browns got to struggle. It was 28-24. Browns when they got into the playoffs. I'm like, well, if the Steelers had Big Ben and all those guys out there, they should win that game. But I made a video. I'm like, Juju's adding fuel to a fire. Why would he do that? This is basically a division game in the playoffs. Look what happened. And I know this couldn't feel any better for the Browns. If they was going to get a playoff win against any team, I know it felt good against the Steelers and at their home. I believe before that game, they was like 6 and like 44 in Heinz Field against the Steelers at home. Man, it's been a long time since they beat the Steelers at home, but they did it. They got it done. And once again, I'm happy for them, man. I'm happy for the Browns. Baker Mayfield, to me, will always be the X factor. Depending on how he play, that's how far the Browns can go. Jarvis Landry, he already showed what he can do. David Njoku, to me, he showed what he can do, either blocking or catching. I like Peoples-Jones a lot. I like him a lot. Do I have to even get into the running backs? Do I even have to get into the O-line? Like everybody else, I'm pretty secure about defense. But Baker Mayfield will always be the X factor. He's the wild card where he have a down game or where he have a decent enough games for them to upset the Chiefs. Or even in the future, you will always have to worry about that. You'll always have to worry about having the pieces around him. But you got the pieces around him doing this thing. I know Browns fans could not be happier. And I'm happy for y'all, man. Just keep going, man. But this is Al Kabir, the analyst, man. Ghost.